What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the next episode of Sheltered. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today, as always, to check out Sheltered one more time. The game has changed a little bit since the last time I played. I recorded the last batch of episodes about 4 days ago, and so I just needed to make a couple to get me through the weekend, and I noticed they had done some patch updates. And so anyways, just little things to be aware of if you had been playing the game. They've moved some things around, and they've added like a little sign behind the dog bowl so that people can see it a little bit easier. That's understandable. I saw a forum post on that where somebody was like, my dog died and I have no idea how to fix him. The bowl was kind of small if you weren't looking for it specifically. I noticed it just because the dog stands by it all the time, but I could see how you could. I gotta be gentle with people who miss things, because I have made an entire YouTube career out of missing things and not playing. Somebody has food poisoning. Oh, there's dirtiness right there. Well, hell. How do I fix food poisoning? I've never seen that before. Oh, that's a little bit troublesome. It shouldn't kill him. It should be alright. Here, don't eat. Go ahead and clean the shelter real fast. It's because there's a pile of trash right in front of our pantry. That's what happened. There ended up being like some dirt and stuff around. As soon as we get that cleaned up, we'll go ahead and let him run for a little while. But I don't want to use up too much water. How much water do I have? 50 gallons right now. I'm doing okay. Yeah, there she goes. She's probably just going to throw up, which will make her hungrier faster or something, and she makes a big-ass mess. Yikes. Okay, well, as soon as she's done throwing up, let's put her to bed for right now. I think that'll probably fix it up. The last time I had food poisoning, I got it from Jamba Juice. If you don't know what Jamba Juice is, it's kind of like this smoothie place. It's a chain. It's decent. They make okay food. But I ended up getting myself into trouble. I don't know if I got poisoned or what happened, but either way, I got food poisoning the last time. My boss got me a... I got the wrong person. I don't want you to drink. Actually, yeah, you can drink after you get done. I could automate a lot of this to make it a little bit easier. Do I have anybody that realistically wants to go out, and are you hungry again? Okay, he's making noise. I think she could probably go out. Her perception's decent, and honestly, she's a pretty good combatant, too. She's got good charisma, which means we could probably parlay her into a pretty decent trading run as well. You, sir, go ahead and fix the shower real fast. You're not doing anything else. With her, hopefully the food poisoning goes away in a little bit. I'll look up how to fix that. Her health isn't going down, so I'm not going to worry about it that much. It is now day 30. I'm a little bit nervous about using up too much more water. We have enough supplies to more or less just sit tight for a little while and not concern ourselves with things other than like staring at the wall, I guess. The dog is quite hungry. Wow, that shower must be busted as hell. I guess his intelligence isn't good enough. I guess I'll just have to leave him there. Oh well. It'll probably be okay. And so after you get done, he's going to drink that water right there. His sleep is looking alright. How's the Jenny looking? We got a little bit of fuel left. Go ahead and add some fuel to that very, very quickly. It's at 88%. What do I need to go ahead and upgrade this even further with the efficiency? I think efficiency is probably the best thing you could put most of your points into at this point. I guess I could upgrade the durability, but it doesn't break down that rapidly. Other things that I could conceivably upgrade, not much right there. I'm going to need a bunch of valves or something. I don't want to waste my wool either. Until I can find more wool, I'm a little bit nervous about using it to upgrade anything. Same with plastic. Makes this whole thing kind of a tense exchange. So yeah, I guess the only thing we want to upgrade right now, jump into that, right? Yeah, grab that right there. Get your hand all up inside of that machine and upgrade the durability, and I'm sure it'll all be okay in the future. Let's make this thing a little bit nicer. I'd love to get a bit more efficiency out of it so that maybe we have 2 or 3 upgrades in efficiency, but you know. Oh, we can upgrade that too. Well, hell. I see no reason not to. Go ahead and upgrade it. Yeah, let's go to tier 3. I like these things. Your workbench is like one of those things that, like, of all the things you could repair in your house, it's probably one of the better ones. We've almost survived for a month. How crazy is that, everybody? We've been here for a while. Even with my limited experience in the game, we've managed to stick this one out longer than I thought we would. I'm glad that I re-recorded this series, in all honesty, because I had a series I did before this one, like 10 episodes, but it was just me struggling with the game concepts and just being confused all the time and not really being able to lock down exactly how close is the dog to dying. Go ahead and fill up his bowl real fast. We have, like, more than enough food, so it should be alright. I think once we upgrade this, the next thing I want to go after is I do want to build a stove. I want to build a stove very, very badly so that we can get a little bit more mileage out of our food. You think the dog is hungry? I think the dog's perfectly fine because he just crawled back into the vent like he always does. We should really latch that down, like for real. Allowing him to just be all over the place. Are you not going to do that here? Go ahead and queue it on up and then you can eat some food afterwards. Hopefully you don't get food poisoning just from... She still has it, so I'm not really sure. we will have to figure out whether or not that goes away on its own. Food poisoning typically only lasts about 48 hours, 48 to 72 hours, and they should be alright. Oh, really? We have food poisoning from eating our food? Just our food in general? Because there's no dirtiness in here. Like, everything looks okay. Well, then. This might be a change that they made. You can't eat raw food without getting sick, possibly? We're going to have to think about our best options for making ourselves. We need some more metal before it's going to work. Especially if we're going to go after, like, a better version. Like that one right there, we need 12 metal. And so, unfortunately, I already upgraded the Jenny. Let's send some people out, I guess. I'm going to send her out on an expedition, I suppose. And we're going to try and track down some things that we might need. Dad, we got a lot of food poisoning going around, and I'm not sure what caused it. Let me go ahead and investigate that real fast. Alright, so apparently it was a fix, or at least a change, from the last... can you get radiation poisoning from doing that? Get out of the shower real quick. Yep, he's going to vomit everywhere. Let me get somebody to clean up all the vomit. Clean the shelter. We got black rain right now, which means that, you know, we're going to have contaminated water for a little bit, which is a bad call. She needs to sleep for a bit. So anyways, it appears to be some tweak that they made in between here and the last time I recorded, where now cleanliness is directly linked to whether or not you get food poisoning when you eat. And so I got to make sure your hygiene meter is down before you eat. That's pretty much all there is to it. Can't really do much about it other than that. Can't have them clean out. God, they are just vomiting everywhere, aren't they? This is gnarly. Alright, well, everybody take care of business, I guess. We can't really drink water right now because the dirtiness is really, really, really high. We do have a whole lot of anti-radiation medication, so if we get desperate, we should be able to. He'll be able to clean that up in just a minute, and after he gets done with the few final little pukey piles, I'll put him to bed for a bit. But yeah, you gotta shower before you eat food now, and so I need to move things around as well. Let me take... He's still got food poisoning, but he'll be alright. I don't want to shower while we have issues here. But this would be a really good time to send her out on expedition. And so let's send Mary on out. And then we'll also consider, actually, who is it that we have right here? I wish you could pause the game for a minute. So we got Mary and we've got Kathy. They both look okay to go out. So let's go ahead and start up an expedition. We'll do Mary and Kathy and just have them sort of run around and see what they can find. Kathy, alright, and then their route is going to be pretty simple, actually. It's just going to be straight up through the middle of here, I think. We're going to have them hit just about everything they can as they go out towards Brookthorpe. It's going to take some water to get done, but I think we should be able to hit the most that way. Get rid of that one right there. And then it should be alright, I think. We'll go ahead and confirm that. 33 water is a lot of water, but it's been raining for a while, so I think we should be alright. Go ahead and equip that. I think... I'm not going to send him out with gas masks right now because I have like a stupid amount of radiation medication, so it should be fine. I'll probably come back, though, and we'll take... How many shells do I have? Bring the shotgun. And then bring some shells. And that'll be fine for you. I'll confirm that. I'm going to bring you along. You get the pistol and a couple of pistol rounds just in case we need to shoot anybody. I doubt we'll need to. We'll equip that as well so that we have a lot of extra space so that we can bring back a lot of stuff, and then we'll send them on out. Should be good. And so hopefully the rain doesn't stop anytime soon because with the water butt, we really, really, really need this to be taken care of. Let's go ahead and wait for them both to be inside this area. We'll need to clean up the vomit in just a minute. Dad number 2... needs a shower, and I think I'm okay with that. I need all these people to take a shower, get their cleanliness all nice and taken care of. In the meantime, I'm going to have her clean the shelter, even though she's not feeling good. It's your vomit. You get to clean it up. Not my job. Not my job, to quote my mother. No, I'm just joking. My mom was amazing. She was one of the best. She's a mom all-star. We'll wait and see what happens over here, but we need all this puke to go away, too. And then the other thing that I would do is I would think about rearranging... I need out of here right now so that I can hit that up. Accept the transmission. They found the church out in the wasteland. They can go ahead. It would be hella funny if the dog ate the vomit. That would be, like, the best. That shit would crack me up all day long. So anyways, we'll have him use the toilet next. I need you to take a shower. For the people that are not feeling so good, we have 16% contamination right now. We found strangers in the church. We got to decide if we want to talk to them. It is a very pukey day for us right now. I wish I had known about that change before I had started playing, but I looked at the patch notes. I didn't see anything about anything being adjusted with regards to food poisoning chances. Let's see here. You want to trade? It's a buyer's market. Nobody's been kind. I do have shotgun shells and things around, but I don't really need any of that stuff right there, so I'll go ahead and let it go. I'd rather just loot, in all honesty. Loot and scoot, and then maybe, depending on what I loot, we could also toot our own horn, and that'd be pretty cool. And if we toot our own horn, we could also find some fruit that had been born on a tree. I don't know, we can just keep it going for... I don't know why that menu won't close for me. I can't click it off or anything like that, it just keeps going. Go ahead and take a dookie right there. I'm gonna have Laura clean up the shelter for a while. We've got a school, so apparently there was nothing at the other location, which is a little bit disappointing, but can't really be helped. The dirtiness of our water is actually staying pretty standard right now, which is weird, considering... Is the generator off? The generator's working. There's people inside the school again, so let's take a look there and see what happens. I can shoot the hell out of somebody if I need to. It's not that big of a deal. And so she wants to come with me, but I'm going to reject it. We don't have room. She has good stats, but I just can't have people right now in my party. That's a huge gun for a little girl right there. It's a huge gun for a little girl. We got some items at this location. Just a teddy bear. Damn. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll go back out to the next location. I'm sure it'll probably be okay, maybe. I didn't really want you to do that. I kind of wanted you to clean up the shelter, but yeah, that's fine. Food poisoning is going to give it a run right there. Is the filter working? I'm a little bit concerned right now. Here, you stay on cleanup duty. Interesting. I wonder if it can't filter until... Those both look okay, though. I'm not sure what's going on. The percentage isn't going down, though, which is really, really worrisome. That's not good. I guess I can have them drink the water and just, like, hope for the best. If they get radiation poisoning, I have the supplies to fix it. Is he alright? Well, he's alright. Our Geiger counter isn't too bad, so we might be okay. Got a radio transmission coming in. Why is... Oh, never mind. It's behind. Sometimes it does that. So I need somebody to just babysit here. This will go away in a minute. Keep showering. Your filthiness is just... on a whole new level. You also use the toilet since we have plenty of water right now. This dad needs to focus on cleaning the shelter. Got a transmission incoming. Got strangers as usual, so we'll see if we can go ahead and get them taken care of. Got this food poisoning epidemic that needs to be taken care of. I almost said epidemic, but an epidemic sounds almost like, I don't know, like a bunch of releases to a phone at some point. We're like, it's an epidemic! I would like to trade because I have a teddy bear. Oh man, you don't want a teddy bear? Who doesn't want a teddy bear? We have firearms, we have teddy bears. I think they nerfed it so that you don't get items anymore if you meet a person at a location. I don't know. It seems like we're having real bad luck right now. Got some items over here. Bring it all back with you. We can trade it into something else if we really, really need to. Confirm it. I mean, luckily it didn't really cost us anything to go on this expedition, so I'm not going to worry about it too heavily. Let's try and have you eat food real fast. Actually, no. Cancel that. I'm going to rearrange first. Got another location with no items in it. I don't know. We haven't actually had a lot of good luck here. Yeah, cancel that. I wanted to view the map, though. So where are they at right now? They're doing the round the horn thing over there. Well, maybe it'll work out for us. Here, clean up your vomit. Man, we have just been taking on water, haven't we? More strangers that need to be talked to. We will try and trade with you. But he doesn't want to. He's all crazed out and just like freaky as shit, so whatever. Except the transmission. We'll take a look at some items. We got some fuel, some matches, and some other little things laying around. Not looking to be the best run for us, but you know. I need to wait. It won't let me, so... I don't know if I can actually pause the game. Let me take a look. There is not, but the developer said that it's on their list of things they're gonna implement, so unfortunately we just gotta wait for it for right now. I can't remodel because it doesn't pause the game when you go into the remodeling screen for your base, and so unfortunately I'm a little bit stuck here. We got a bunch of good stuff out of this location though, so that'll be nice. I'm hoping we get the trade pretty soon too. What I need to do is I need to like rearrange the shelter, but that happens every time that I try, and so I can't miss a transmission because of it. And search the location, and so time doesn't pause when you're remodeling the shelter. And so what I need to do is I need to bring the food all downstairs and away from the toilets or whatever, I think, or something. I'm not really totally sure, but ooh, more food. Yes, please. I like food. I like leather too, and plastics. That was a good building for us. That was a really good building for us. I need somebody to clean up the shelter right now while all these people kind of just like wait this out. Go ahead and drink the water. I don't know if our water's bugged or what's going on. Normally, it decreases all by its lonesome. The I guess, toxic nature of the water kind of goes up and down all by its own. But for right now, I'm going to accept a transmission over here. We got items in the new house. Good. I am going to optimize here by taking things that are immediately useful versus taking things that are not immediately. Like, things like food are really huge trading objects, and so it's not that difficult to keep them around. I do think that light bulbs, lenses, those all stack, so we should be good right there. I only have one battery, huh? That seems weird to me. It seems weird that I only have one battery, but everything else in here is actually, the teddy bears won't be helpful at all unless we meet up with another group of survivors. And so with the teddy bears, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them here for things that have more utilitarian uses, like the matches, I guess, because I don't have any of those. I also have no light bulbs, weirdly enough. I must leave those behind a lot of the time. So far, so good. Are they on their way back on the long walk yet? There's one more location. We'll be alright. I just gotta wait it out for a little bit. Her food poisoning appears to have gone away, so that's really, really nice. Final location right now. We could set up a big trap to kill that guy if we were feeling especially profitable and also industrious at the moment. But you know what? You need relaxation time. That's one of the big things I have to learn in life, especially about working here. Because YouTube is a bigger time investment when you do it for a job than most people realize. That's one of the biggest, in my opinion, misconceptions about YouTubers, is that people will be like, oh, so you work like, what, like 2 hours a day, and then you just kind of like fiddle around with stuff. You play video games all day, bro. I would like to trade with you. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get it all. We also got some Valium just in case. But those three right there are incredibly useful, and so I would rather get those than anything else. And it looks like we're going to get a 1-for-1 based on our charisma. What's she charging me for the Valium, too? Because there's always, like, what does a med kit do? It's worth 30. I could actually... should I get rid of my food? You know what? Let's just go with the trade as we have it. I've got plenty of Valium already, and we haven't had that many problems with depression or stress or anxiety, so we should be alright. But I do want the plastics, the wool, and the valve out for sure. Let's go ahead and take those. That'll give us a little bit of charisma. Not really that helpful, but it's something. I mean, it's extra stuff that we added to our docket that we didn't have previously. And then we also get to examine some items over here, which are actually pretty flush at the moment. I don't really want any more of that. I will take the leather, absolutely. I will also take that. The sheet metal is what we needed more than anything else right now. And so I'm going to take the sheet metal. I don't know if I have a chisel already. I will take the valve because I know we need those. Take the matches because why not? I think I'll probably get rid of the limestone because we have concrete right here anyways. I haven't used magnesium for like anything recently. Neither have I used lenses. And so I would say that we could probably get rid of a bucket. We could probably get rid of the magnesium in order to bring more useful stuff along with us. I love the fact that so much of this game is really just kind of you playing around with inventory management, deciding what you want to bring versus what you don't want to bring. Because there's a lot of choices you have to make in this game. I mean, you only get one shot to bring all the stuff home with you. Do I have a chisel on that wall right there? I don't think that I do. I can't tell if that's a chisel right there up above the belt sander. But since you can't have multiples of anything, I feel like it's a bad plan to bring it back with me. I'll probably go... I haven't built a bookcase yet either, so how big do those stack up to? 7? Oh, that's pretty good. Well, if I could bring back an entire stack of lenses so that I never have to get them again, I guess that's a journey well done. And so up until now, we're not actually going to be able to... Yeah, the dirtiness level is staying pretty high on that water. Huh. Except that transmission. It looks like there's a petrol station I'm going to let them just go hungry for a little bit. Keep cleaning the shelter. They just ride it out with the food poisoning, by the way. You can fix it with antibiotics, but they just have to ride it out. There's not really a whole lot more you can do than just kind of like wait it out. Bring a little bit more food. Wow, that 15 food's going to last us a long-ass time. Oh, pliers and a wrench and also a ratchet and some fuel. Man, they're really putting the screws to me right now, trying to make me decide what I want to bring back, aren't they? Get rid of those. I figure, oh, look at that. Somebody's decided to text me. And for once in my entire life, I keep my phone on vibrate all the time for just that reason. Because I ruined so many recordings when I first started YouTubing. Just by random stuff. I don't even have the incinerator, so I'm not going to worry about the matches. Let's bring you, you, and you. I know I don't have any of those. And so those are instantaneously useful for me. The screwdriver kind of looks like a welder to me. I don't know. It looks like a little soldering thingamadoobie. I don't know the proper names for things. I just know that I need them, and I'm constantly having to solder things. Where do my batteries keep going? Did I kick those out of my inventory? My batteries, like, vanished. This is a very weird situation for me. I feel like I have ghostly batteries like, woo! It's like running off and disappearing. Oh, good. My cat made a binky right on schedule. Right around the time that I need to breathe and do episodes, he decided to take a giant shit. Ugh, pets. Pets. I need to figure out how to toilet train a cat is what I need to do. Because litter boxes are disgusting and awful. I think we're pretty much squared away right here. There's not too many more things that I could bring along with me. I think I'd like to bring the food, but we're not exactly low on it, so I'm not worried about it either. I mean, it'd be a nice thing to have, but I'm not going to, like, weep myself to sleep if I don't have it. I think I'd rather bring the tools back with me. We can go out for another run anyways. I need somebody to be, like, all up on this. Is that what he's doing right now? Is he, like, cleaning the shelter? I would love it if you would just clean the shelter for a little bit. There we go. And that should be, I think, the last location. That's some pretty bad food poisoning. In all honesty, it's been about 4 days, and he still doesn't feel better. I need to rearrange the shelter. And so I need all the food to be on a different floor down here. So go ahead and put that in a pantry real fast. I would then say that we could probably, let's move the medicine cabinet down here as well as kind of just like a background thing. I will also try to ensure that our storage crate goes down here or something so that if we get raided or robbed or whatever, we don't really have to worry about it that much. There we go. Can you move the generator? No, the generator's stuck there. Can't really do much with that. Okay. Well, I'll probably move all the water receptacles over here too so that it looks a tad more organized. I like it. Looks good to me. We'll go ahead and take that. And then for the next person, how is the water looking still? There we go. It's finally decontaminating. That's good. Everybody go drink water because we have like this torrential downpour going on right now where we have the opportunity to do so. People said that building a stove didn't fix anything. They said that building a stove was irrelevant. What you need to do is make sure that they always shower. They said the reason you end up with food poisoning always being an epidemic is because if you put people on autopilot, what will happen... Oh, they got home. I was going to say, oh, from our water? Okay, well, that's fine. They're supposed to be suffering from radiation poisoning. They said that you always want your little meter to be in the gray before you go to eat dinner. Otherwise, it's not going to work very well. I'm waiting for you guys to pile up. Hold on. There we go. I don't think you're really, like, dying to go to the toilet. Seems a little melodramatic, considering you can shit just about anywhere. I'm going to drop all this stuff off in my base. Oh, yeah. I love clicking everything, by the way. If there's a faster way to click things, that's perfectly fine. I'm not even tripping. I just enjoy clicking things a lot. I love clicker games. I love all that stuff. So these people are going to have radiation poisoning. Let's go ahead and take anti-rads right there. We'll take anti-rads right there. It's important to remember that anti-rads are identical. How's our water supply? 51. Oh, he had to jump out of the shower to throw up some more. That's fun. Go ahead and use the toilet real quick. We'll have one of you chapolas clean the shelter. And after everybody gets clean, go ahead and take a shower real fast. Oh, he's using the bathroom, so after that he'll take a shower. I'm going to put that dad to bed so that he'll stop vomiting everywhere, because that's the next thing that I'm worried about. You go ahead and sleep for a little bit, because why not? She also needs to sleep, but she needs a shower very badly too. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on our water usage for now. Our food is looking great. We could probably go to the reservoir anyways if we have any sort of emergency. So his shower is looking good. Let's go ahead and test this. I'm going to take him down and have him eat food real fast. You go ahead and shower real quick. Taking them down to gray before they can eat dinner seems really, really sort of like punishing. That's brutal right there. Please don't get food poisoning. I would love for you to not have... I guess it makes it so I gotta prioritize more water butts is what it comes down to. Are you no longer... Oh, good, it worked. Fantastic. Go ahead and we don't need to clean anything up over there. We got a dust storm coming in. Let me jump you out of the shower. You go down and eat some food. We do have some sleepiness that needs to be taken care of, but there's not much that I can do about that for right now. Go ahead and fix that real fast. And then you come up here and fix that while we wait for rain to come, because we're going through water pretty rapidly right now. I do think that there might be some cool stuff we can make in here before we do anything else. Is there a tier 3 shower that I could play around with? I do think one of the big things I think they need to change is that your snare traps need to have multiple uses. It really bothers me for some reason that the snare traps can only be used once. Like, unless they snap the wire or whatever that you're using, you can get a new stick. It's not that big of a deal. I can build just about anything that's in here, but I think it might be better. We got a decent toilet. It might have been because things were on the same floor, too. It seems to look at what floor your stuff is on before it calculates whether or not you get food poisoning, but I don't know exactly. We could use a really, really efficient shower. That'd be great. We got the tier 2 right now, which is a little bit disappointing. It's essentially just like a bucket overhead. Actually, no. We can do that one right there. We don't have the stuff for it, but if we save up, we might be able to. We've also got a large pantry. We can go with a big water butt if we had more plastic. Okay, I think we can go out on another scavenging trip in the future, but for right now, I think we're just about out of time. So, my name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. Actually, cancel that out. Don't do that. She had a leftover little emoji thing up above her head that made me think that she still needed to do something that she didn't. We got lots of repairs going on. You know what? Go up there and fix that, too. And then those are all looking a little bit sketchy as well. And so someday we'll fix all this. You go take a shower like right this second so that you get nice and clean, and then I'll feed you afterwards. I will see you all in the next episode. How you do, everybody?